Hi y'all, it's me. I'm here today to share my wedding album with you. I finally got it finished and I'm really proud of myself. When I was beginning to plan my wedding, I made a goal for myself, and that goal was to finish all the decorating and the decor pieces and all of that prior to the wedding, so that when the month of July hit, I was free of things to do, with the exception of the week of that or last minute things you have to do. And part of that was to finish this album. I knew that if I didn't do it ahead of time, it probably would take me forever to get one done. So I made it a goal, and I made my goal. It's 39 days to the wedding. It's not July, and I'm done with everything. And I couldn't be more happier to say that. So this album is comprised of different things I've seen on the internet, on YouTube, of other people. I will try to link down below as many of those people as I can, but I was kind of had stuff in my history and all of that, of things I saved that I knew I wanted to use in an album one day. And this album just came together so easily because of that. I mean, it was a lot of work, don't get me wrong, but it came together easily because I followed some tutorials for certain aspects, like this beautiful cover. I when I saw this, I was in awe. The person who did it is a Spanish speaker, so all the instructions were in Spanish, and thank God I know a little bit of Spanish because it really helped me out. But it is just stunning. I just love this. And she did an entire album, but she did it different. And I did my own thing. I just used a couple of elements from others for this collection. This album, I used the Wedding Bliss by Echo Park. I have it in the scrapbook paper, and I also have the digital of this because I knew I was going to need more than what I had, and it's kind of hard to come by. So anyway, I will do my best to show this. It's hard because it's a big project and it's very heavy. Look at the size of this album, and this is with no wedding pictures in it yet. It is a doozy. It I'm just, I don't know, I'm really happy with everything about this. So I did a lot of sewing. This is the back cover here, as you can see. Has a ribbon closure. I wasn't going to put one, but then I thought I better, because once pictures go in here, it's crazy. So let's just look at this cake for a minute because it's so lovely. It's a 3D. You see how that kind of pops off the cover? And it was pretty complicated to create this part, because you have to draw a grid on the back of the paper and measure, and it was a lot of work, but very well worth it because I'm so in love with it. I did a little scallop trim down here. It has a cake stand, and then all the layers have like little embossed or die cut paper in the back. So pretty. I added the pearls and some flowers. She did flowers, not pearls, but I decided to add the pearls. So it's very similar in what she did, but not exact. So I'm just loving it. That Just Married is a sticker from the collection. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased. So let's have a look inside. I'm sorry, this is going to take a minute because there is so much in here to share with you. So I want to make sure I stay on camera when I open this up. So as you can see, the overview of this, it has all these punched layered pullouts. I don't have anything on them. They're plain. And the reason is because I don't know yet how many pictures, what size. So I wanted to leave some areas that were not designated for a specific size photo, just so that I would have the room when I needed it. So these go all the way down the entire booklet. So let's start. Oh my goodness, there's so much in here. Let's start over here. This is an applique that I bought years ago. It's been in my stash, and I've swore one day I would use it for something, and there it is. I got it on Etsy a long time ago. I punched out a doily and I put a sticker, "Our Love Story," in this pocket, and this is an expandable pocket that I created here. I have a sticker there from the collection. As you can see, I sewed everything. Even if it was black paper and you couldn't see the sewing, I still sewed. So this little booklet is our love story, and I know many of you know what that is all about, but you don't know all of it. I only gave you a little snippet of it. The real story is here, and so what I did was I made all the pages pull down because the story is so long that there's so much to tell. And so if you go through this entire book, you can see every single page has a pull down of all the journaling about our story, because it's a very special story that transpired over 49 years of time. And yeah, just a lot of love and effort went into this whole project, and this is the last page. And then on this one was a little short thing about how he asked me to marry him. And so I have little stickers here and a die cut and photo of that day and a thing my mom gave and just a little ring there. So that is our story, and I wanted it to be a part of our album. So that's where that goes. Let's move over to this page. So at the wedding ceremony, there's going to be banners that look just like this. In fact, this banner came off of one of the packaging of the banner. And I have pink hearts on the real banner. So I just was throwing it away. And then I said, oh, wait, let me just add that into my book. So I did there. I have a small, pretty little just applique here. And I left a lot of things open underneath. I don't have anything to stick up in there, but you guys know how that all goes. But I wanted to leave room for photographs, so this one particularly just opens. I haven't put anything here because I don't know if I want to journal or add a photo yet, but there will be a photo there. So then we turn to the next page. Sorry, this is a big thing, like I said. So this one, I used some of the 4x6 cards. I put a little tab there that says Wedding Day with some diamond dots, a beautiful little applique, a Happy Ever After sticker, paper from the collection. Again, I sewed everything. And this one opens up, and then it says Bride and Groom, a place for a photo. Again, you can slip under that, and a big photo here. And this is magnetized, so it will stay closed. On this page here, this actually, I wish I did have something. I don't have anything, but these are actually pockets if I want them to be right here. Kind of see that they lift up, this one and this one, so I could tuck something in there, but for now it's just like it is. I will probably embellish these further as the time, once I load pictures, because then I'll know what goes where. This one is also magnetized, and it has a little bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Forever. This is a beautiful applique I got from Neary's Laces, I believe, and it's just so pretty. I had to add it here. And I did, all the pages are layered with gold, and then the pattern paper that's been stitched. So that's that one. Again, these all pull out, but there's nothing on them, so I'm not going to keep pulling them out. Make sure I don't smush my cover. This page here says, I could spend forever with you. Again, some lace from Neary here on the top. This one has a tie closure. I don't know how this is going to show on camera because this is huge. So this part drops down right here. Let's see. You see that? It drops down. And I have to move this down so you can see what happens here. But when you open this up, it pops up. And let me see if I can turn it. This is hard, y'all. It's a big pop-up section where I can add 4 photos. And then you can kind of see how it looks from the side a little bit. So I thought that was very fun and something nice to add to the collection of this album. And yeah, there's a lot of fun little things like that. On this side here, there's a pocket. I added some pearl trim right here on the edge, a nice pretty applique that I've had forever. These are just some cards for journaling. I will be adding more and probably adding photos to these at some point. I'm not sure at this point what I'm doing with it until, like I said, the pictures come. This one opens and then there's this here. So these are just 2 frames. I can slip a photo in this way and a photo in this way. These are also for photographs, and they are magnetized together, but they do open, both of them, and they are placed for photo or journaling, depending on how I choose to use them at some point later. So I thought that was very pretty. Okay, sorry. Let me move the next page. Oops, here we go. So this is a waterfall, and basically I just have this piece that's magnetized that drops down like that. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. That drops down there. And then I sewed all of these as well, and there's nothing on the back yet because I am not sure exactly how I want to utilize these at this point. So that's that. I just have a little chipboard piece there. And I still have tons of embellishments that I didn't use from the collection that I still can add. So this one is, I love this page. This is another one that's going to be hard to show you, but so there's this frame here. I can add a photo in there if I choose, but I have this 4x6 that I want to leave in there. Some pretty trim that I have. Down here it says wedding day. So this opens like this. You push it up, and then this part drops down. And it says wedded bliss, and there's some puffy hearts there. And then, hold on a moment. I'm going to get this. This has some beautiful rose trim there at the edge. And then when you open this up, there's a pocket area. Sorry, it's like I said, it's super hard to film, but there's a pocket area with some journaling cards, which I will be adding more later. I did add some lace to that one from Neary. I thought that was really pretty. And some gold hearts, and this is just married, and this is us. This is a doily die that I just bought. I've hauled it in my last video. And then that one area underneath is the big area where people can, where I can put a big photo if I need to. So I thought that was super fun page. And then it just pushes, oops, sorry, I'm trying to do this. Then you just push this back down and it locks back the page. The following page is here. On this one, I simply just put a little applique here. One of the 4x6 I stitched as well. It's magnetized, so it opens and you can put a photo here. And then this is a waterfall kind of sort of to the side. And again, I did not put anything on the backs because I don't know yet how I want to use this, but there's room for photos here and on each of those layers. And then it just closes back. On this page here, I followed a tutorial by Amber, Lyric Lover Crafts. She had a pocket, acetate pocket, and oops, piece of glue, and I loved it. I thought it was such a cute idea. So I made one, and it's simply just, I have some Velcro on the sides, and then it holds, it can hold journaling cards or photographs or whatever extra I might need. So I made sure to put the Velcro to hold it down. And then down at the bottom, I just have a little set of wedding rings attached there with a garment pin and a little tag with some seam binding. Thought that was super cute. And now for the last pages, finally, is this one here. We'll start with this one. And this is also another thing I followed a tutorial on. Well, she didn't have a tutorial. I just saw the way she did it, and then I made my own because she didn't do a tutorial. Anyhow, this opens up and it creates a little pocket where you can enclose photographs that you may have that are extra, or just journaling cards or whatever you want. It has these edges that pop up to keep the stuff in there so it won't fall out, which I think is genius. And I sewed all of those as well, just because that's what I do. This one as well. So I think it's so pretty and such a fun idea. I have a piece of the sticker pack on the top that says wedding as a little banner, and then a tag at the bottom here with a cake. And I'm not going to try to do that all the way. Let's go to this last page. I mimicked the front cover in the style of the page. I made sure it had a pocket in case I want to include more stuff, because you know there's always a ton of photos. I love that little car with them going, and it says, and they lived happily ever after. And this trim is from Neary as well. It's beautiful, and I left it up so I could slide something underneath it if I need to. I'm not sure yet. I just wanted to be sure to add it in there. It's so beautiful. And again, I have a black silk ribbon closure. And that's the back of the book. So I am, like I said, I am super pleased with it. I'm pleased more so that I got it done on time. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I covered everything that I could for you. And thank you so much for watching. And I will be back soon with other videos. And hopefully, like I said, after the wedding, I'll be able to share all the things that I created, because I made a lot of stuff for this particular event of my lifetime. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, do what makes you happy. Bye for now.